Hello, Chris Jarvis at Acrylic Pixel here, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about my e-scooter, specifically why I sold my e-scooter. Okay, let's get on with the video. Okay, so last year I put up a unboxing of my Segway 9bot ES2 electric scooter, or e-scooter for short, and it's now got 5,000 views. Pretty good. The reason why I sold my electric scooter has more to do with why I bought it in the first place. A year ago I was commuting to and working in Milton Keynes in Buckinghamshire. I now don't. That's the short version. The long version is this. I wanted to be able to shave my commute time down. By buying the e-scooter and scooting part way to work, I was cutting down my commute from about an hour or 45 minutes to about 30 minutes to 40 minutes. So I was shaving roughly about 10 to 15 minutes off my commute time. This was instead of sitting in traffic, stop-start, huffing diesel fumes, sitting behind buses, to getting out in the fresh air, having a quick scoot down the Redways in Milton Keynes. The key thing to know about this commute is that I was using the Redways in Milton Keynes. Milton Keynes is quite unique in that it has Redways, and these are cycle paths that you can also walk on that aren't on the road, they're separate to it. So they're a lot safer for cyclists to use. They're nice and flat and smooth and banked, they go up and down hills. There's no sharp inclines. There's lots of room for you to see who's coming and get out of the way. So they're a really safe way to cycle to work. And I was using my e-scooter on these Redways. Strictly speaking, that's illegal at the moment. And that brings me on to my next point. As of the 4th of July 2020, it will be legal to ride e-scooters on UK roads. There are a few caveats to that. It has to be hired through a hire company, and each city has to apply for their own license to be able to run a hire scheme. You cannot own your own private e-scooter and ride them on the public roads. You still cannot ride any e-scooter on any path or public walkway or any cycle lane that's not on a road. Those are the important things to remember. I don't think this scheme is going to get up and running. I don't think it's going to be very popular. It's not going to be a great success, and I'll tell you why. One of the major reasons why I sold my scooter, apart from not working in Milton Keynes and not being able to use those Redways, is that I didn't like using the scooter on the paths around Towcester, where I currently live. The roads and the paths are potholy, they're rough, they're not smooth at all, they're just a bit of a nightmare to use. Any scooter that you use, you'll feel the shaking in your hands. It was only really on the Redways where the e-scooters came into their own, because it was nice and flat and smooth, and the ride was enjoyable and fun and pleasant. And safe, more importantly. For e-scooters to really take off in the UK, I really think we need to invest in the public walkways. We need to have designated colour-coded segments where e-scooters and e-bicycles and bicycles can go along in peace. That will help the people who are visually impaired. Some criticism that I've seen in the news is from visually impaired people who don't like these scooters on the paths. That's completely understandable. What we need to do is to address that issue and make it safer for e-scooters to be on the path. Another thing which I think is a really good idea is making bells mandatory on e-scooters, or at least the ability to fit and use bells to be implemented. The scooter I had, it was really difficult to actually fit a bell. I had to do a lot of research until I found one specific bell that I could fit on. It was a little bit janky, didn't really work very well. It did the job though. I would have preferred a solution that included a bell, and I think that it should be legislation that all electric scooters should have a bell as part of the actual scooter themselves. It's really easy for electric scooter companies to design and implement some sort of bell, some sort of alarm device, some sort of way of letting pedestrians know that you're around. That is going to be the only way that e-scooters are going to take off in the UK, in my opinion. There will be people that will really benefit from using them in the current way that you can use them now, so hiring them in a city to do a short journey, but they're going to be scattered all over the cities, they're going to be dumped, they're going to be put in the canals. It's happened in every other city where the schemes have taken off. That's just part and parcel of the nature of hire schemes. If everyone that wanted to use an electric scooter owned their own electric scooter and could safely park it at their place of work, most journeys are going to be to do with commuting or visiting friends. If most people had a place to store their electric scooter, the roads and the pathways wouldn't be cluttered with these things. Those are my views on electric scooters in the UK and the reason as to why I sold my electric scooter. I hope this was of some help to you. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below. What are your thoughts on electric scooters? Are you happy about the legislation? Do you think they need some fine tuning? Do you think that it's fine as it is at the moment? Please let me know. Subscribe if you want to see more of my content. There's not really many scooter videos on my channel. It's mainly audio, visual, tech stuff and video game stuff. But you know, you might like it. Who knows? Anyway, take care and I'll see you in the next one.